Say about his
in
arrest?
this process?
Yes, I did consult.
He too is lying.
Any injury?
I can understand one point where he said that it was only him found in the vehicle. All the rest have alighted from the vehicle. I can have
He lying about being beaten, having been beaten when he was arrested.
He is true. He is correct.
He is correct. When did you realize that he is correct?
I never saw him being tortured.
Mr. Witness, you were there. It's the same vehicle.
Yes.
These witnesses alighted from the vehicle. They were all apprehended. He told you 5 of them were apprehended, and they were lined up, forced to crawl, and were being beaten as they were forced to crawl.
So, like I said before, when I arrested my class, he was taken to the guard room and detained.
You had your class say no, that he was being beaten there, and you participated in beating him.
I disagreed, Counsel.
You had Mafuji. He said Peter Singate, Samba Bach, and those older soldiers who were there at the time, who obviously include you, were beating him. You disagree with that too?
Counsel, for Mafuji's case, I only saw Mafuji in the TV. Like I said before, I've never known Mafuji. So I couldn't tell whether he was tortured or not.
Yes, but what I am driving at, Mr. Witness, is that those people who were captured from that vehicle claim that they were beaten. You disagree with that?
I cannot remember this, Counsel.
Selective amnesia. You're trying to remember selectively the things that favor you.
Not like that, Counsel.
You did not want to see any evil. You did not want to see, or you do not want to testify about anybody being beaten at all.
All I am saying is correct, Counsel.
Ensa Mendy, he was in your group, you recall?
I recalled.
He testified that those people were beaten mercilessly.
Yes, Esa could know better than me because he's always near his boss.
My friend, you were there when AJJ Dabo was arrested.
Yes.
AJJ could not have been far away from the other people with whom he was in that same vehicle.
Yes, like I said, that day the situation...
Which therefore puts you in close proximity with Esa Mendy and all those who went to the vehicle.
You know, there's no specific positions that you will stand. People were mingling around, so...
Isn't it really the case, Mr. Witness, that you are avoiding to say the fact that you saw these people beaten, and worse still, you are avoiding to admit the fact that you participated in the torture of these people who were arrested?
Counsel, I would have just said it if I knew.
You don't have the courage to do you? To accept responsibility for your act?
It's not about that, Counsel.
All right, let's move on. From there, you said these people were put in the guard room. What happened after that?
What happened after that was the council members feel that maybe nobody will come again, so we should go to Fajara Barracks.
Yes, tell us. How did you go to Fajara Barracks?
By means of transportation vehicles.
So, in which vehicle did you join? Do you recall?
No, I cannot recall, but I was in one of these vehicles, a 4-wheel drive.
4-wheel drive, you said? Okay. And how did you place, where in the vehicle did you place your gun?
At the boot.
At the boot of the... All right. So, tell us what happened when you arrived at Fajara Barracks.
When we arrived at Fajara Barracks, we entered through the back gate coming from the Bakau football field. We used that back gate and entered. As soon as we entered, we formed an extended line. Then we start firing.
So, at what point did you start walking?
Just when you enter that road coming to the back gate.
How many meters away from inside the barracks?
Approximately 200 meters.
200 meters?
It's where the vehicle stopped.
The back gate and the inside the barracks? 200 meters?
Yes, Consul.
Okay. So from which point did you start firing?
The moment that extended line was formed.
Which was at what stage, at what point in the barracks?
Sorry, come again, sir.
At what point in the barracks? As you enter the barracks or as you moved further into the barracks?
As we entered, we formed that extended line.
And then you started firing?
Start firing.
And how many meters did you have to move into the barracks before you stopped firing?
This must be, the barracks is too big. If I can estimate it, I will say nearly a kilometer. Because this is from one end of the barracks to the other.
My friend, Fajara barracks cannot be 1 kilometer long.
It's a very big barracks.
We all know Fajara barracks. In fact, the commission has visited Fajara barracks. The barracks cannot be 1 kilometer long. If you enter from the back gate to the guard room, it's maybe approximately 200 meters or 300 meters at most.
Far way more than that, Council.
Okay, let's say 1 kilometer. Right, we give that to you. Serious exaggeration, but let's say it's one kilometer. How many rounds did you fire?
I cannot remember the exact number of rounds I fired, but I do fired a lot of rounds.
You fired a lot of rounds.
Yes.
Where were you shooting?
Where was I?
At what were you shooting?
We were just opening fire going.
So you were just firing random anywhere?
Randomly, exactly.
Any which direction?
Exactly.
No targeting, no aiming, you just shooting?
Correct.
So it's just like, just emitting bullets?
That's correct.
How many drums did you finish?
I can't estimate it, but I was having more than 500 rounds with me.
You emptied all?
Not all.
Half?
I couldn't even fire the half.
You did not even fire half?
Yes.
And it's a machine gun?
Yes.
So how many rounds, if you put it on burst, how long would it take to do 200 rounds?
A boss can take out 2 to 3 rounds at a time.
Yeah, so 2 to 3 rounds per second, is it, or per minute?
A second.
A second. So therefore, to fire 200 rounds would be 200 divided by 3, right? That would give you the number of seconds, right? So that should be about, I'm not so good in maths, I'm a lawyer. That's our excuse anyway. But it's 200 divided by 3. So that should be about 80 something, or say 90 something. No, 60 something. Yes, say 65 or 66. 1 minute. 66. Yeah. So 1 minute, you pretty much exhaust 200 rounds. Correct?
That's correct.
So then you stopped firing. You fired for about 1 minute, you stopped firing. Then you arrive at the guard room. Tell us what happened after that. So, how long did it take you to arrive at the guard room area?
Actually, we didn't go directly to the guard room per se. We stopped around the building of the barn and drum. It's where a ceasefire was called. So the moment I stopped mine and applied my safety catch, I collapsed.
Why did you collapse?
I was breathing a lot of gas coming from my machine gun. So this weakens me. I was lacked of strength. So I was carried in a fireman form, fireman carrier we call it. This guy will grab here, that one will grab here, and they took you to the guard room. I was taken to the guard room and placed in one of these beds. It's when I heard noise of soldiers again, I knew that they are back because I heard them saying they are going to take the captives to mile 2. So when they came back, the noise, I forced myself and get up, take off my arms again, and went outside. So there an order was given that all those who came from State House can go back. So we arrived in Banjul maybe after 6 a.m. towards 7, something like that.
So you did not witness the shooting of the captured soldiers?
They were not shooting. When they were captured, they were taken to mile 2.
Mr. Witness, again, you have concocted a story to extricate you from what happened at Fajara Barracks.
It's not actually like that. In Fajara Barracks, even to my surprise, I came to know that there was not even a wounded somebody.
Okay. So as soon as you put on your safety catch, you collapsed?
Yes.
From the gas?
Yes.
That's your testimony?
Yes.
But the gas in the machine gun does not make anybody collapse?
It can, including the way it was shaking my body.
Mr. Witness, we have looked at this. The gas does not make anybody collapse.
It is possible, Counsel.
Well,
like I said earlier,
let's take it step by step. Let's look at what you have said to the investigators. Your first meeting with the investigators, you said it was the gas, correct?
Yes.
But when you did your statement, you changed your story. You said you collapsed out of exhaustion.
Yes.
That's in your statement.
Yes.
And now again, you have reverted back to the issue of the gas.
Yes.
Because you have realized that we have already set you up to show that you have used that gun from the bridge all the way to State House without collapsing.
Because there we didn't fire.
That is why now you are trying to use the gas again as an excuse. You didn't know you would be asked these questions, did you?
No, Counsel. This can be a combination of that exhaustion and the gas.
Your statement does not say that. Your statement says it's exhaustion. So you see, Mr. Witness, you tried to extricate yourself from this.
It's not like that, Counsel.
You try to see no evil. You try to hear no evil. You try to participate in no evil. You're trying to shield yourself from responsibility. That's why you faked this collapse, which never occurred.
No, it did occur, Counsel.
Would it surprise you to note that no witness ever mentioned that?
It is possible, but this is what happens to me.
And do you know that Yankuba Toure is alleged to have collapsed at Fajara Barracks? The witnesses, at Yundum Barracks, the witnesses said it.
No, I didn't realize that.
You did not realize, but people who were close to him realized that happened, and they said it. But nobody mentioned you collapsing.
I did, and this is the truth, Counsel.
And an order was given for all those from State House to return to State House. That's your testimony.
Yes.
And you guys returned to State House.
Yes.
Would it surprise you to note, okay, let me rephrase, Manlafikor, he was from State House, wasn't he?
No, Manlafi was at Fajara Barracks then.
At that time, Manlafikor was from State House.
Well, I cannot recall that.
Mr. Witness, don't try to play games. Soldiers were not taken from Fajara barracks to go and fight. Soldiers were taken from State House, correct?
That's correct.
And Lafikor participated in those events, didn't he?
I cannot recall seeing Manlafi.
Yes, you would pretend
No,
now,
I'm not
because
pretending.
you know
I'm
that
not
Manlafi is from State House and he participated.
To my knowledge, Manlafi was at Fajara barracks.
Witnesses have him at State House. Witnesses have him participating in Fajara barracks. Witnesses have him participating in Yunum barracks. What do you say to that?
It's possible, but to my own recollection, I cannot recall seeing Manlafi.
How about Babukar Mbup?
Yes, Babukar was a State Guard member.
Yes, but Babukar went back to Yunum barracks.
To State House.
Babukar went back to Yunum barracks. That is the evidence.
I cannot recall that.
We have a statement from Babukar. He said he went back to, all of you went back to Yunum barracks.
No, I disagreed.
Mr. Witness, it is the case that you want to extricate yourself from what happened at Yunum barracks. So now you concoct this story that you went back to State House.
That is what happens, Counsel.
What happened? You went back to State House or you went back to Yunum barracks?
Back to State House.
How?
By means of transportation.
You went alone?
No.
You went back with the staff, the fighters from State House, all 46 of you. You see, Mr. Witness, that is completely different from the testimony that all the soldiers provided. It's your own imagination, calculated to deceive the commission.
No, Counsel.
You can deny as much as you want, but you have not offered anything to suggest that the evidence received by the commission is false. And you have an interest in getting the commission to accept your own version, because your own version would remove you from those who committed crimes.
No, it is not like that. I'm saying what I know.
All right? So you went back to State House. So therefore you did not participate in the events that led to the killing or the extrajudicial killing of the other soldiers who were captured previously.
That is correct.
So let's get your testimony correct. November 11, you went out with council members, right, to cross the counter coup. That's what happened, right?
That's correct.
And in the process, you saw nobody beaten. You saw nobody shot. You saw nobody killed. Yet you participated in this event. That's what you want us to believe.
That is what happens, Counsel.
That's strange, isn't it? I would leave it at that. So let's move on. In fact, before that, let me play the video for Ensa Mendy. You would hear what he has to say about what happened immediately after the shooting of the soldiers at Fajara barracks. You would see in his testimony that there is no mention of this order by Sana that all those from State House should return to State House. I'll ask the technicians to play the video of Esa Mendy. It's not ready. All right. We'll move on. We will move on. But let me just make it clear to you that none of the witnesses recall or mention an order given by Sana Sabali for the soldiers from State House to return to State House. What do you say to that?
Well, I can say immediately they came back from Mile 2. We were ordered to go back to State House, meaning our mission that day was ended. So at least to the council members, everybody go and join the guy you are responsible for.
And that was the end of things?
What I know.
Well, what you know is different from what everybody has said. That is the reason why your testimony is not believable.
And that is how it goes, Council.
That is what you want to tell us. That's what you want us to believe.
That is what I know.
And the reason is you don't want to be present where the torture happened. You don't want to be seen as having participated in the torture. You don't want to be seen as having participated in the shooting of the soldiers at Fajara. You don't want to be seen to have participated in the shooting of the soldiers at Yundum Barracks. You also don't want to be seen as having participated in the shooting and killing of the soldiers in the forest.
Yes, because I was not present.
Yes, because you don't want to be seen as having like participated.
It is not like that.
Okay, so you went all night in this operation. You saw nothing wrong. Not a single thing happened. You have no response.
Arrests were made, and in my presence they were taken to Mile 2. So.
No, you said they were taken to the guard room.
Those at Yundum, those who were arrested at Yundum were left there in the guard room. But those who were arrested in Fajara Barracks were taken to Mile 2 while I was lying down.
Who was arrested at Fajara Barracks?
I couldn't know exactly because I was lying down in the guard room.
Who took them to Mile 2?
The soldiers I went with.
Did you go along with them?
No, I was lying down.
Which particular soldier took them to Mile 2?
I couldn't tell.
How do you know they were taken to Mile 2?
Because when I was being taken to the guard room, I overheard that they are going to take those arrested there to Mile 2.
But at this stage you had collapsed.
Yes, this is what I mean. I overheard it.
So you collapsed, but you overheard it.
I collapsed. I was still conscious. It's only that I lose strength. I lose strength, but I was conscious.
You want us to believe that?
And this is the truth, Council.
You said you collapsed.
Yes.
And you were carried.
I was carried because I lose strength. I couldn't stand on my own.
And you can recall them
Yes.
saying that these guys will be taken to Mile 2?
Yes, because I was still conscious, mentally.
Okay. Interesting. Mr. Senghore, your testimony is certainly very interesting. But let me tell you that those arrested were taken to Mile 2 after the killings at Yundum Barracks.
No, Council.
So you say that is also wrong?
In Fajara Barracks, all those who were arrested were taken to Mile 2. But those arrested in Yundum, we left them at the barracks prior to attack Fajara Barracks.
Okay. So your testimony is that those who were arrested at Yundum Fajara Barracks were taken to Mile 2. Well, the evidence we have is that straight from Fajara Barracks, Sana Sabali went to Radio Gambia and made an announcement and joined the rest of the soldiers in Fajara Barracks, in Yundum Barracks, excuse me. That is the evidence. You say that is wrong.
No, I didn't say so. All I said was, when soldiers arrested from Fajara Barracks were taken to Mile 2, council members and their orderlies went back. They didn't travel with us to State House.
Where did they go?
Back to Yundum Barracks.
Yes, so it means, let's get it straight. Edward Singate, Yankuba Toure, Sana Sabali, Sadibo Haidara, and their list of orderlies. You mentioned Ensa Mendy. I have the list here. You mentioned Ensa Mendy, Jali Musa Sow, JCB Mendy, somebody called Sow, Sekou Jase, Mustafa Toure Churo, Alfuseni Suso, Njai Ponkal, some other Njai Baba or something you said, Bakari Jiba, Bach Samba Jallo, and LAMIN Fati. These are the people who went back to Yundum Barracks.
Yes.
And these are the people who would obviously participate in the rest of the events, correct?
That is a likelihood, Counsel.
Mr. Witness, this is, according to the evidence, far from the truth. The entire group went back to Yundum Barracks.
No, Counsel.
The only reason you are saying this is because you don't want to be included in that group that went back to Yundum Barracks and committed the heinous crimes that took place there. You want to save yourself from responsibility.
No, Counsel, it is not like that.
All right. So let's move on. You talked about when you went back to Fajara Barracks, what happened to you, to State House, excuse me, what happened to your career afterwards?
I continued serving the military.
And where were you posted?
State Guards.
So can you tell us what happened after Sana Sabali was arrested?
I continued still working.
Did you have occasion to go to Mile 2 at any stage during that period?
No, before this period.
Before which period?
Before Sana Sabali was arrested.
What did you go to do?
I was taken to Mile 2 for interrogations.
To interrogate who?
There were a lot. Most of them were senior officers.
And what was your role?
I was part of the team.
The team of what? Or the team of who?
A team of soldiers led by Alhaji Martin.
To do what?
To interrogate them.
Can you tell us who you interrogated?
I personally interrogated RSM Fai, RSM Babukar Sanyang, and Musa Sise. Because I was having a personal issue between me and these three people.
Tell us how it happened, and tell us what happened in detail, please.
I think few months before 94, the then President Jawara traveled out of jurisdiction, and he was to come back early in the morning. So we were asked to go home, prepare our uniform and boots, and come back to the barracks by midnight, which I failed to do. I decided that I will make it early in the morning. So by 4 a.m., I joined a workers' bus coming from GPTC depot to collect GPTC staffs who lives in Bakau. It was so early that only two of us were managed to to make it on time to board those vehicles. So it was only two of us, me and Musa Sise, who make it on time to join the workers' bus. So in the bus, I was even trying to dodge away from him because he was like a father to me. I was born in his presence. So instead of taking his own seat, he came and sit beside me and asked me, why didn't you sleep in the barracks? I tried to explain, but he stopped me. I definitely wanted to lie to him, but he stopped me before I even go further. He told me that service don't know this. For instance, even you were asked to do something and one of your parents is late, you have to go to the barracks. He took permission. If you are permitted, you go back. If not, you have to continue your work. So let me desist from such practice. I was even surprised because his name was not that good in the barracks, because people see him as very strict somebody. So I was surprised with the advice he gave me. We took the workers' bus up to GPDC depot, then we boarded another one heading to Tabokoto. It was in the rainy season. The moment we arrived at Tabokoto, it started raining. So there was a vehicle coming, and the engine shows me that this might be an officer's Land Rover, because there used to be a Land Rover dispatched purposely for officers. So I volunteered and went under the rain and stopped the Land Rover. It stopped some few meters from where I was. Then me and Musa Sise joined that Land Rover to the barracks. The Land Rover went directly to the officer's mess. Officer's mess is not far from the guard room. Sorry, from the cookhouse. So I saw soldiers taking their breakfast, but all of them were with their arms. So I decided to first go to the armory, withdraw my weapon, then join them to have breakfast. After doing this, even those who were very close to me didn't know that I don't sleep in the barracks, because they would have asked me yesterday, I was looking for you, but I didn't see you. So then I knew that nobody knew about it. So we went to the airport. Excuse me. When we formed up, the Guard of Honor provides 2 ranks. Then behind the ranks, you have the band and drum, but their bandmaster, a drum major will be in front. That is covering the RSM of the infantry soldiers. So it's there where he reported me to RSM 5. Immediately after the Guard of Honor, somebody called me. He's late now. He's just started to explain to me what he had. Then RSM himself called me, RSM 5, and asked me to double up. So when I went to RSM 5, he asked me, why didn't you sleep in the barracks yesterday? I wanted to respond, and he shouted on me to shut up. So he told me to report to his office immediately we entered the guard room. And this was on a Friday. If you commit an offense in Yundum barracks those days on a Friday, you will spend the whole weekends there. You will be detained. So I said to myself, it has already happened, so I will not sleep in the barracks. What will happen will happen. My only worry that time was how to return my rifle, because orders were given that whoever retrieve your rifle from the armory, that is, if you sign it out, you have to sign in. So anybody I approach, even the closest guys with me, they will remind me of that order. So I said, then RSM will get me. So as I was sitting on the truck going back to the barracks, one of my class, he's late now, he was killed in the Katong attack. He told me that in Mandinka, Hanukutije, class Yabijele, bring your rifle, I will return it. So as soon as we entered the barracks, I found the back gate. I went through the back gate to the primary school on the highway, I've gone. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Then Monday, I came back to work. We were in first parade, I saw the RP come in. The moment I saw that RP, I said, well, this one is for me. So the RP took permission from my platoon sergeant, and I was asked to follow him. We went to RSM 5's office. He told me it was Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I said yes. He told me today is Monday, then it will be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. You'll spend in the cells before we can talk about it. So I said, okay. So I was there up to the second day after work, evening time. The RSM asked one of the RPs to take me to his home, that he was living in the barracks. So I went to his house. He started advising me that I am too young in the job, less than two years. If he should levy charges against me, it will affect my file, my personal file. So he's going to forgive me. If I wish, I can go home at that moment. This was like after 6. Or I sleep till the following day, he will give me a whole day off. So I calculated this and see that it's better I sleep, because by the time I leave Yundum Barracks to Bakau, it will be in the darkness, and I also report the following morning. So I decided to sleep. In the morning, he also honored his promise. As soon as he came, he asked for my release. Then I went home. Surprisingly, after 3 weeks or so, I was charged again. So the charges were conducted at my company headquarters, but it didn't meet the company commander there, that Momodu Baje. Maybe he went on an official errand. So the charges were to be, the orderly room was to be taken by Edward Singate. But now the problem with them was they didn't have anybody to witness that case. They were calling people because I was standing outside and I was overhearing them. Anybody they call, that person will refuse. So they called Babukar Sanyang, and he agreed. When Babukar found me at the office entrance, he asked me, what is going on here? I told him, you are the one they call and you accepted to be the witness. Go inside and ask them. Because there and then I know that advantage was being taken on me, so I was ready to be dismissed that day.
Are you happy with this arrangement?
Never.
Proceed.
So I was called in and the charges were read to me. I plead not guilty. Then Edward Singate put down his pen and said, look, I shouldn't even conduct this orderly room. Even the company commander, these charges are above him. You should be referred to the battalion commander, the Nigerian. And those days, that guy said, if somebody have an offense, a lance corporal, the chain of command cannot treat it. If it reaches him, he will dismiss you, meaning you are not a good soldier. So Edward asked me to take whatever comes my way, because he cannot also afford to lose a soldier like me. So I take it in good faith. I was awarded 14 days detention.
So this is your second trial for the same offense?
Sorry?
This is your second trial for the same offense, correct?
Yes.
So you are being punished the second time for the same offense?
For the second time, on the same offense.
How do you feel about that?
Very bad.
You were angry with the people who subjected you to this?
It. I even took it personally.
Okay. So these were, who was responsible for this situation? RSM 5?
I think 5 is responsible.
Sanyang and Sise?
Yes,
these three people were responsible for the fact that you were being punished twice for the same offense.
Yes.
And you were not happy about it.
Yes.
You were bitter.
Yes.
So tell us what happened in November.
So when they were affected by this November 11 and we went to Mile 2, people, some detainees were being tortured.
By who?
By the team I went with. Exactly, I cannot remember who.
Tell us who was in the team. Who led the team?
Alhaji Martin led the team.
What was his rank at the time?
And he was a staff sergeant, if I am not mistaken.
What is his rank today?
I think he's a general.
General where?
In the army.
So Alhaji Martin led the team of torturers, correct?
That I went with that day.
But apart from Alaji Martin, you can't remember the name
I
of
cannot
any
remember.
other member of that team?
No, I cannot remember the team members because.
Are you avoiding to mention
No.
their names?
No, this is a long time, the council. But the
Yes,
thing is,
but you all know one another.
but the thing is, there was this amalgamation, and it doesn't took much time then. The young from the Zandam were amalgamated with the soldiers, so you cannot know everybody.
But you remember Alaji Martin,
Because I
he
knew
was the
him.
leader of the torturers, and you were in that group, correct?
I knew Alaji Martin since I was a child because we
The
were
question
all
is, you were part of that group.
at 3 years I was.
So tell us what happened when you arrived at Mile 2.
When we arrived at Mile 2, detainees were brought in the hall and they were being tortured.
Yes, can you tell us who was being tortured?
I cannot remember these detainees exactly.
Can you describe how the torturing was happening?
Some by slapping, kicking, butt stroke. So when they brought these 3, I was saying.
Which 3?
That is RSM Fai, Baukar Sanyang, and Musa Sise.
But before they were brought, some other people were brought before them.
Yes.
And what happened to those people?
They were beaten.
By who?
By the group I went with.
And tell us the order, the hierarchy. You said Elijah Martin was the leader. What was your rank at this stage?
I was a private soldier.
Who was the number 2?
I couldn't remember.
All these others, were they also private soldiers?
Maybe there might be a rank holder, but I can't remember exactly.
You can't recall?
No.
All right. But Elijah Martin was running the show, that's what you said?
He was the leader.
Yes.
He was the head.
So this first batch, you said they were tortured by way of beating, slapping, kicking, and butt stroke, correct?
Correct.
Was anything else done to them apart from that type of torture?
No, after that they were returned back to their cells and brought in this team, these 3 people.
So these 3 people comprising of who?
Sasise, RSM Fai, and Babukar Sanyang.
All at the same time?
No, at intervals.
At intervals.
Yes.
Who came first?
I couldn't remember.
So you said they were brought at intervals. So how did it happen? One person brought?
No, maybe 2 to 3 people at a time.
3 people were brought?
Together.
And they were brought at intervals?
No, these 3 were brought together.
They
But
were
before
brought
these
to-
3,
Uh-huh.
there were others before these 3.
So those others were tortured
Yes,
by your group?
yes.
Did you participate?
No,
You did not participate?
not participate.
You were just a bystander?
yes.
Okay. And then the second group?
Was these 3 that I mentioned.
Fai, Sise, and Sanyang.
Yes.
And what happened with these 3 when they were brought?
When they were brought, they were asked to sit on the floor. Then I turned to Alaji Martin and asked permission that I will be dealing with these 3 people. At that instance, even Alaji Martin thought these people will have more than what the others have. So
What do you mean by that?
that I am going to deal with these 3 personally. Nobody will participate in their interrogation.
You said these people will have
No.
more than what the other group would have, what
no.
the other group was given. That's
No.
what you said.
I said,
Uh-huh.
when I took the permission, maybe Alaji Martin was thinking that these people will have more than what the first guys have.
What do you mean by that?
Because maybe they will be expecting that I will torture them mercilessly. So the permission was granted.
So to permit to torture them mercilessly?
Yes.
Okay, what happened after that?
So what happens, I begin talking to RSM Fai to ask him, why did you punish me? I slept 2 days in the cells. You forgive me between, you said, according to Alaji Fai, he said between a Jola and a Serer, he is going to forgive me. But let me desist from such stubbornness again. So I appreciated that time. So when I asked him in Mile 2, he told me that it was Musa Sise who wasn't happy or satisfied by the way I was punished. So I told him, but you've already forgiven me. Why charging me again? Did you not fear God? He kept quiet. Then I turned to Musa Sise and told him, when I passed out and came to Yundum Barracks, it was only you and the bandmaster that I knew, because I was born in your presence. I was a small boy in your presence. So I was looking up to you as a father. Like if I should have any difficulty or problem in this camp, you are the one I should rely on. But for him, he couldn't even speak. Then when I turned to Babukar, I told him to swear between him and God if he have known anything about the offense I committed that day. He kept quiet. Then he later responded to me that we used to do it for one another. If I charge somebody and I fail to have a witness, I can just call you and say, boy, come on, witness for me. I told him, but you are witnessing something you didn't know about. You didn't even fear God. I told them that here I have the power now to pay back, to do anything I feel like. But I promise you that even a single harm will not be laid on you people.
And then what happened?
And that's how it went.
They were not beaten?
At that day.
Nothing happened to them?
At that day.
They were sent back to their cells?
Their cells, yes.
That is your testimony?
That is my testimony.
Even all this grudge that you had all these years, now they were in your charge, you could do anything you wanted, you just let them go?
Simply because I finally found the truth. So I have the heart to forgive and forget.
You had mercy?
Because of even the situation they were in, I felt it for them much more to revenge again, personally.
It surprised Martin, didn't it?
It might be because they all heard what I was saying, so they feel the advantage that was taken on me.
So Martin accepted your request?
Yes.
And let them go?
Yes.
Mr. Witness, tell us the truth.
And this is the truth.
You tortured them mercilessly?
No, I never
did. Didn't you?
Even a hand was not laid on them.
Okay,
on
now
that particular day.
Let's look at the evidence that we have. Sanyang said, you tortured him mercilessly. That's what Sanyang said. Let's play the video. The technicians play us the testimony of Lieutenant Colonel Babukar Sanyang, where he talked about his torture at Mile 2 prison. Just a moment.
I saw
just a moment. That's
plastic bag
Lieutenant Colonel Babukar Sanyang, the RSM at the time.
Yes.
That's him, right?
That's him, yeah.
Let's listen to him, what he has to say. Could you kindly take it back a little bit?
You know, he said, look, handle him. So this handle him, all of a sudden I saw a plastic bag being put on my head and then tied it.
Put the plastic bag over
The guy behind me.
Do you know who he was?
No. But two guys that I in fact confirmed, that is Senghore, Senghore and Ndur. Because Senghore was on my left.
Give us their full names and ranks, please.
Kindly proceed.
Sorry, we know him as Senghore. And this Ndur.
Where is he now?
Ndur is late.
What about Senghore?
Senghore is alive. Sorry.
Where is he now?
That is Senghore, Senghore and Ndur. Because Senghore was on my left.
Give us their full names and ranks, please.
Sorry, we know him as Senghore. And this Ndur.
Where is he now?
Ndur is late.
What about Senghore?
Senghore is alive. Sorry.
Where is he now?
I don't know. He's working with either SIS or maybe drug squad. I don't know.
Is he with the SIS?
Yes, I think so.
Please proceed.
You know, he asked them to handle me. I said, what? They put that plastic bag on my face, on my head, and then just tied it. Started beating me.
Where did they beat you and how?
Huh?
Where did they beat you and how?
At my back, wherever. Just started beating me, talk. You know,
Were they using their hands or any particular instrument?
body, legs, and even the buttstock. So, you know, you can feel, you can exhale, but you cannot inhale.
You accept that he's talking the same incident that you're talking about?
Yes.
Well, he said you guys suffocated him with a plastic bag and you were hitting him all over his body. Is he lying?
It's not correct, Counsel.
This one too is lying.
It's not correct.
He's lying about your involvement.
Yes.
And you are the person who has an interest in his story not being believed.
Yes.
So, and you want us to believe your story.
It's
That they came, you had all this grudge against them for all this time. And when they came, this time around, you pleaded for them for nothing to happen to them.
Yes.
But they don't see it your way. They said you tortured them mercilessly.
No, I never did.
You never did.
If I did, I would have just said, yes, I did this to Baba.
No, you don't have the courage to, Mr.
No,
Witness.
it is not about courage.
Let's listen to RSM-5. RSM-5 has a completely different narrative. He was not there at this time. He was not. He was arrested in July and he was released by December. He was not there. What do you say to that?
I disagreed. I maintained my statement that RSM was there.
You tortured Sana Sabali, didn't you?
No. Counsel, after this visited, I've never been to Mile 2 again while in the army.
Sanyang was arrested not in July. Sanyang was arrested not in November. Sanyang was arrested after Sana Sabali. He was arrested because of Sana Sabali. He was arrested because he visited Sana Sabali's home. What do you say to that?
I have no knowledge about that.
You having selective memory, isn't it?
I have no knowledge about that.
So when you tortured Sanyang, he was tortured immediately after Sana Sabali.
I was not present.
This first batch you mentioned as having been tortured was Sana Sabali's batch.
No.
Mr. Witness, you don't want to be a witness to any torture.
No.
In the group that you mentioned, tortured the first batch, you would not recall their names because you don't want to implicate your colleagues.
It's not about implicating. It's not about implicating.
As far as you can recall, there is no violation of rights that you witnessed.
Yes.
Only one incident, that is the beating of the first batch.
Yes.
You can't recall who's the first batch. You can't recall who beat them.
Yes, that's correct.
You are avoiding mentioning names.
No, I am not.
Because it would come back to haunt you.
I'm not avoiding.
After this particular incident, you said you never went back to Mile 2.
Yes.
What did you do after that?
I continued my work until sometime around 2001. Then another attempt was made. And this was the first time an attempt came within us, that is within the state guards. So I was...
Which year was this?
I can remember something around 2001, either early or mid 2001. So I was in my house, that I slept in my house, and a colleague, a cousin, knocked at my door that there is an attempted coup. My first word was, from which barracks? He told me, no, this is within us, but the caller said the situation is neutralized, so no need for anybody to go to the State House. Then that guy was very young in the job. He was young in the State House, in the State Guards also. So I advised him, well, by 8 o'clock, try and report to the State House for accountability purpose. And I did that myself. By 8 o'clock, I went to the State House. So we were told, if anybody is not on essential duty, you can go back home. That was my last day off. I used to have 2 days off. Then the following day, on a Sunday, I reported on duty, and I was posted at the kitchen of the president. The kitchen and our bodyguard guard room are almost near. So we were there. I saw a group of soldiers approaching us, coming towards us. Automatically, I knew something is going on. But to me, maybe they are coming to look for reinforcement from those who were sitting there with me. So when they arrived, they asked me to come to the guard room, to enter the guard room. So like I said, I have no other thought than maybe they are looking for reinforcement. So when I entered the guard room, I was asked to surrender my pistol. I said, why? They said, because you are among the suspects. So I removed my pistol, clear it, remove the round in the chamber, because I always put the round in the chamber and host it. So I removed that round, return it in the mark, and hand over the pistol and the mark. So by the time this process was going on, I can realize a lot of people that come with the group have sneaked away. So the sergeant who led that group also felt the same thing, so he asked me to wait for further notice. I went back to where I was sitting and continued my duties. Then around 4, I went out of the State House for almost an hour plus. But when I was going, I found a soldier at the gate. He was slinging his weapon across his chest. We used to play draft, so I asked him to go with me to the guard room, main guard room. That is the physical guard room, to go and play draft. So he asked me to wait till the civilian population went home, then we can play draft, so I went. On my return, as I entered the State House, I saw a group standing. I said, yes, something have happened behind me. As I was going towards that group, a particular Sergeant Bojang, Paul Bojang, Baukar Paul Bojang, also was walking, coming towards me. So when we met, he told me that I will be giving you back your pistol, but you have to go to your house and undress to civilian dress. I forgot this guy's initial, but he is Dumbuya. He told me Dumbuya have run away with his rifle and entered the market. So we are going to find him. But let's meet at Greenland. I was not far from there. I was living then at Picton Buckle. So as I was approaching the Greenland, I had almost 2 shots. So I just went directly towards the direction I had the shot coming from. When I arrived, I found Dumbuya lying down. He sustained 2 gunshot wounds on the abdomen.
Did you participate in the killing of Dumbuya?
I even had the shot before I reached there.
The question is, did you participate in the killing of Dumbuya?
No, Counsel.
This is a matter that would be investigated. It's in conjunction with the killing of Alma Momani. We would investigate this. We haven't quite come to that point yet, but you are under oath.
Yes.
You are testifying before the commission. It's a crime. To lie under oath, it's also a crime to lie before the commission. You are saying that you did not participate in the killing of Dumbuya, Corporal Dumbuya. That's your testimony.
That's correct.
Okay, let's leave it at that. Let's fast forward to your transfer from State House.
No, I wasn't transferred.
Your subsequent
When I saw...
move from State Guards to junglers.
No.
Tell us about your move from State House and your training and enlistment into the junglers.
Okay. Immediately after that attempted coup.
Which one?
That was the coup that Almamo and the State Guard Commander Landing Sane involved, where Almamo loses his life and...
Did you participate in the killing of Almamo?
Never.
Did you participate in the attack in which Landing Sane was arrested?
No. This attack was done by soldiers who came from Kanilai. I think it was led by the late Musa Jammeh. They are the one who conducted that operation.
How about the killing of Doumbouya, Corporal Doumbouya?
The killing of Doumbouya, I was on the ground. Like I said, I was heading to the Greenland as instructed. Then I had gunshots, almost 2 shots.
Where is Greenland?
Greenland is, you know where the BICI bank was? If you continue going to the beach, that is where it's called Greenland.
Wasn't it there he was apprehended?
He wasn't apprehended. I found him sustaining 2 gunshot wounds on the abdomen.
At Greenland?
At Greenland, on the beach.
How many soldiers pursued him?
I found there are nearly 4 to 5 soldiers.
And you are claiming that you did not participate in that event?
I found Doumbouya on the ground.
You are claiming you did not participate in
Yes.
that event? Okay,
I didn't participate in the killing, but I went and changed dress to civilian clothing to come and find Doumbouya. So as I was coming, I had the gunshots.
No, you said you were going to Greenland.
Yes, after changing dress, I was heading to the Greenland.
To do what?
To join the group as instructed.
You joined the group looking for Doumbouya?
Doumbouya, yes, as instructed.
Exactly. With the aim of apprehending him?
Apprehending him.
Okay, so as you approached, he was shot?
I had 2 gunshots.
Who shot him?
I couldn't tell because then I was not visible. Then I was not visible.
Let me just take you back to the torture of Sanyang. The investigators have just received a statement from Musa Sise, and he said the narrative you gave never occurred, never happened.
That's the truth, Counsel.
Who has the truth, Musa Sise or you?
What I said is the truth.
Okay. Musa Sise has denied that what you said ever happened. He said you lie. RSM Fai said you lied. He was never there during that time. He was tortured after July. The narrative you gave is false. Sanyang, you have heard what he said. He too said what you said is false. Are all these people lying?
Yes, Counsel.
They all lying to implicate you. Is that what you're suggesting?
I don't know what is in them, but the statement I gave was correct.
Pa Sanyang said you tortured him. He lied. Abdoulaye Dabo said you tortured him. You saying he lied. All these people who testified before us, they all lied about the same facts that you're talking about. You're the only one who is speaking the truth. You want us to believe that?
Well, Counsel, I know the statement I gave was correct.
Okay. So let's continue with the issue of Dumbuya?
Yes.
So you arrived just a little after he was shot?
I arrived, as I was approaching the location I was directed, I had gunshots.
So, Mr. Witness, you in fact never earned your nickname, Assassin,
Well,
because you never were present when anything ever happened.
I was never an assassin. I get that name. I get this name because like I was a fast learner. I was very young when I joined the army.
No, you got the name because you always wielded a hammer when you tortured your victims.
No, that is not correct.
That's where you got the name Assassin.
No, that is Panderi's view.
And the story that we have received from these witnesses you tortured, they said you guys wielded hammers when you went to torture your victims in Mile 2.
That is not correct. Cancel this nickname. I have it in
Okay,
1991.
but you have this name Assassin for no reason, because, I mean, fast learners are never called assassins.
No, excuse me, I'll come to that, Council.
No, you answer questions. Fast learners are never called assassin, correct?
Correct?
So assassin means you killer.
That is what it means.
Yes, but you claim you have never witnessed any killing.
Never.
You've never participated in any.
Never.
You've never witnessed any torture.
Never.
You've never participated in any.
Never.
Yet you had this name assassin.
This name, Council, if you can allow me, when we arrived at the training of weapons.
We've gone through that.
No, this was
The
my
thing is,
routine.
you did not deserve this name, assassin.
Okay?
You did not. But you were called assassin.
Yes.
Okay, good. So, Dumbuya, let's go past that. You were never there, you never participated. We would call you again with regards to this particular issue because it's being investigated. Let's fast forward to the time you became a jungler.
The time I became a jungler, after that attempted coup of Almamu,
In 2000,
Yes.
Yes.
I was removed from the bodyguard units, transferred back to the fiscal guard, and immediately transferred to Kanilai for a 1 month tour of duty. So when I arrived there, I found Sering Modu Njai as the commander there. So he told me to relieve the checkpoint guard commander. I am to be there for a week. So I did that. My 1 week elapsed. I was supposed to be relieved also and have 2 days off. But Sering Modu sent somebody to call me in his house. When I arrived, he told me, Senghore, I want you to do another 1 week tour of duty because I have realized how you control the loitering within HE's compound. So I said, no problem. I did another tour of duty. While in the bathroom after that tour of duty, taking bath, I heard noise, soldiers coming from Banjul. So the same commander sent somebody to call me. I went on that occasion with a towel to go and answer to him. So when I arrived, he told me there's a group of soldiers who came from Banjul. You have to join them for a training. That is this jungle training. We did this training nearly to 4 months. So when we passed out, I was posted back to the bodyguard unit.
And what was this jungler training about?
It was like a counterterrorism, or I can call it.
You were to be trained to be assassins.
So even...
You were to be trained to be killers.
No. Even the guy responsible of training knew that I look low upon his knowledge in what he was training us. Because maybe...
You were already assassin. You already knew more about killing than he did.
Maybe somewhere within the top rankers, he have managed to baffle them and make them believe in what he was doing.
So what was it that he was teaching them?
Excuse me?
What was it that he was teaching them?
Something like to counterterrorism, but it was called junglers.
That's your testimony, that what he was teaching was counterterrorism.
Something
He
like
was not teaching you to be assassins, he was not teaching you to be killers.
No.
That's your testimony.
Yes.
You are under oath, you are being video recorded. The junglers would appear here, and we have statements from them. And the idea is they were trained to be killers.
Which I was not part of.
But you trained to be jungler nonetheless.
I did the course.
Okay, all right. So you were trained to be counter-terrorist. And what subjects did you do in counter-terrorism?
Maneuvers. Basically maneuvers.
Maneuvers, you mean movements.
Exactly.
How to take positions to do what?
To attack defensive positions, how to dislodge a defended position.
Do with what objective?
On security matters.
No. To penetrate defensive positions.
Or dislodge.
For what objective?
So in case like we have a threat.
To neutralize the threat.
Exactly.
Which is to kill those who making the threat.
Yes, Council.
So you are being trained to kill.
Not actually killing.
I am lost here. You are being trained to neutralize the threat, which is to kill the threat, but you are not trained to kill. That's your logic.
No, not exactly that.
So you are trained to kill.
Oh, correct.
Finally, you accept. You are trained to kill. All right. So after the training, what happened to you?
I was returned back to the bodyguards unit.
Did you participate in any jungler activity?
No.
That is your testimony?
Yes.
Well, we would still come back to this. It's being investigated. You are testifying under oath. You did not participate in any jungler operation.
That's correct.
That's your testimony.
Correct.
Again, you did not see anybody killed. You did not participate in any killing.
That is correct.
That's your testimony?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay. Let's forget about the junglers. Let's now move on to when you left the service. We are running out of time. Mr. Chair, I'll ask for 10-15 minutes to wrap this one up. So let's skip how and why you left the army. Let's just say you left the army and you now moved on to NIA. That is it? You joined the NIA afterwards, correct?
Yes, I passed through somewhere before coming to the NIA.
Yes, well, we would skip those. They're not so important to your testimony, right?
Okay.
So you joined the NIA, and what responsibilities were you given?
My surprise, I was made a security guard.
During whose leadership at the NIA?
I joined the NIA, I think I found Pajalo there, Director Pajalo.
Could you say again, sir?
I found Director Pajalo there.
Jalo. And which year would this be?
This will
2003, correct?
No, I left the army in 2003, joined the NIA in 2007.
Okay, good. And you were made a security guard during this period?
Yes.
Did this position change subsequently?
Yes.
And subsequently, which position did you hold?
I was made an operative.
An NIA operative?
Yes.
And with whom were you working at the time?
When my status was changed, I was posted under the operations unit.
Under whose leadership?
Under Alaji Moore.
Could you say the name again?
Under Alaji Moore.
Alaji Moore, what was his last name?
His Job. The real name is Idrissa Job.
Did you, as an NIA operative, participate in any torture?
No, Council.
Do you know that the name you mentioned is one of the most notorious names to come from the NIA, and you are directly working with him?
That's correct.
You are agreeing that the name is one of the most notorious names, correct?
No, I'm not agreeing to that.
You said that's correct.
I mean, I work under him. That's why I said correct.
Did you participate in any torture at the NIA?
No.
Did you see any torture being conducted at the NIA?
I cannot say I see, but before I became an operative, like I said, I was a security guard responsible for detainees. I sometimes come to work and see marks on detainees. That shows that they were beaten.
Being what?
Bodily marks.
What?
Marks on their bodies.
So that shows they were being what?
Beaten.
So, and who was doing the beating?
Well, then I cannot tell. Then I was a security guard.
Would it be the NIA operatives?
It is an NIA officer, but whom exactly I can't tell.
But when you became an operative,
Yes.
you saw no beating.
When I became an operative, posted under the operations unit, our responsibilities were then, if we are given an order to go and arrest somebody that the agency needs, you go and arrest them, hand them over to the investigation unit. Or you are instructed to go to mile 2 for a particular detainee who is to appear in court as a state witness. You will do that. After the court, you return the guy back.
You know, I am trying to digest this, Mr. Witness. Here you have Alaji Moore in one hand, an assassin on the other hand. That is a lethal combination.
No, Counsel, I don't see it that way.
You are a torturer at the NIA.
No, I am not, Counsel.
You're still trying to stay away from responsibility. The NIA definitely would be investigated. The role of Alaji Moore and others would be investigated. And obviously, your name would also be investigated. You can only be entitled to amnesty if you are honest and truthful. If you lie, you can potentially go to jail. Do you understand?
Very well.
This is not a joke, Mr. Witness. And I put it to you that your statement is false. Let's move on. You left NIA and you moved to where next?
DLEAG,
What is that?
that is Drug Law Enforcement Agency, Gambia.
Essentially the drug squad.
Yes,
With who did you move there?
together with Alaji Moore.
So you were moved to the drug squad for more effectiveness in the fight against drugs, isn't it?
Not actually. We were moved there based on the drug squad was introducing an intelligence branch. So Alaji Moore was to head it, and he was given a departmental transfer, and he took me along.
He took you along. So obviously he will take with him one of his most loyal subordinates, wouldn't he?
That is possible.
One of the most effective in their work. And the drug squad at that time was known for committing lots of tortures, correct?
That's correct.
Alaji Moore, an assassin, correct?
No, I disagree, Counsel.
So again, you did no torture.
That is correct.
You witnessed no torture.
That is correct.
So let's try to understand you as a person. You are called assassin by the army. You participated in November 11. You saw nobody beaten. You saw nobody tortured. You participated in the attack at Fajara Barracks. You collapsed. You saw nobody beaten. You saw nobody tortured. You saw nobody shot. You participated you were present in the torture of detainees at Mile 2. You can't recall who tortured who. People were brought in to be tortured. You pleaded for them, they were not tortured. You were present at State when an alleged coup was supposed to take place. You were sent to Greenland. You arrived there just to find that the target, Dumbuya, was shot. You did not see him shot. You don't know who shot him or how he was shot. You were moved later to the junglers. You became a jungler, but you participated in no jungler operation. You were moved to drug squad, or rather to the NIA. The NIA operatives were committing torture, but you never saw it. But when you became an operative, there was no torture. And then you worked with Alhaji Moore, an assassin. In the minds of a lot of people would spell torture, but you did nothing. You moved on to the drug squad. You agree it was notorious for torture. You saw no torture. You did no torture. That is your testimony.
That is correct.
So you were selected in your job to do a lot of interrogation, first with Alhaji Martin, next with Alhaji Moore in drugs in NIA, thereafter with Alhaji Moore at drug squad. Have you ever had any training to do interrogations?
No.
So you just went and put your subjects down and then you questioned them?
That is correct.
And no training. What was your rate of success?
It was high.
Very high. They would talk, wouldn't they? But you had no technique, no training in doing this.
That is correct.
And I put it to you, Mr. Witness, that the only reason why you scored such a high rate of success is you were beating the answers out of these witnesses, out of these people. You are wielding a hammer, crossing their hands, beating them to submission. That's what you did. That's why they called you assassin.
That is not correct, Counsel.
So, after NIA, you joined drug squad, you were still successful, but you didn't beat anybody.
That is correct.
But your colleagues with whom you work, they call you a torturer, they call you an assassin, and you say all of them are lying. That's your testimony.
That is correct.
I have no further questions for the witness. I just remind you that you have lied all through your testimony, and lying before the commission has consequences. You have been warned. You now have an opportunity to say something before I cede the floor to the commissioners. What do you say?
Yes, what I want to appeal from this commission.
No. What I just want to give you the chance to say something about your testimony in view of the warning I have just given you, that lying before the commission has consequences. You have a chance now to change some of the things you have said, if you want to. If you maintain this testimony, it means you are prepared to live with the consequences of being found to have lied under oath or before the commission. So the choice is yours. I don't make the decision whether you have lied or not. My opinion is that you're not being truthful. But if it is found that you have lied, it may have consequences. So I give you the chance, one last chance, to say whatever you want to say regarding your testimony. Just regarding your testimony. If you want to change something, change it now.
I maintain my statement, Counsel.
Mr. Chair, I hand over the witness for further questions by members of the commission.
Thank you very much, Counsel, and thank you, Mr. Senghore, for your testimony. Before giving the floor to any commissioner who may want to ask questions, just want to find out from you very simple, or make a very simple point. The primary objective of this commission under the Act is to create an impartial historical record of abuses and violations of human rights from 1994 to 2017. Witnesses come here to testify, to assist us in carrying out that mandate of creating a historical record of violations. Is it your view that the time that you have spent in the security services, from the Gambian National Army all the way to the drug squad, that you had never, ever seen any violation or abuse of human rights during the period that you served? Or alternatively, please tell us if you had ever seen any violation, any abuse of human rights as envisaged under the Act. It's a very simple question. That should help us. As I said, the purpose of this commission is purpose of you, witnesses appearing before the commission, is to assist us in carrying this out.
Yes, violation of people's right occurred, but I never participated. I knew this by hearsay, particularly after the 11th November. I would just heard that so person have been taken out from mile 2, and that's the end of it. But it occurred.
So you still maintain that you have not seen any violation, you have not participated in any violation at all?
I don't see, I didn't participate, but I heard.
Thank you. Commissioners, Bishop, you have the floor.
Thank you, Chairman. Mr. LAMIN Senghore, in your description, when the council members went to State House to consult with the chairman, after their consultation, they came down, and then they told you that you have to go to Yundum to go and crush a planned coup, and they asked for volunteers. You yourself, personally, volunteered your services to go and crush that coup plot, the counter coup. Now, when they say to go and crush, and you went with your weapons and things like that, what crushing of a coup entail? Can you please explain that?
Thank you. It entails a lot of things. That is, people might lose their lives there. People can be captured, detained, or even tortured.
So it is right to say that all of those things that you have just explained actually happened on that day.
Very correct, sir.
Thank you, Bishop. Commissioner Kinte.
Senghore, you said on the occasion of Babukar, Sanyang and RSM5 and Sise, there were two badges. The first badge were dealt with, and the second badge, which include these three, were reserved for you, for your action. Is that correct?
It was not actually reserved for me. I stood in and seek for permission to deal with them personally.
That's the reservation. You asked them to be reserved for you in particular.
That's correct.
Fine. You remember those names and how it went about?
Come again, sir?
You remember the three names and how the events unfolded, went about?
Yes.
But you could not remember the preceding group, and you were present.
Yes, correct.
Again, when you were, Sana discharged you and said, those from the State Guard can go back to Banjul. Which transport did you use to go to Banjul, to return to Banjul?
I think it was a four-wheel drive, something like a Nissan Patrol.
You think it was four-wheel drive?
Yes.
And you said a good number of you came from State Guard. You were able to fit in one four-wheel drive?
No, I was in one of them. It was two.
There were two four-wheel drives.
Two vehicles went back to Banjul.
Can you describe the one you boarded?
It was a Nissan Patrol.
It was a Nissan Patrol, the color?
I can't actually remember the color.
Do you know that you have remembered the color of the vehicle that Lieutenant Barrow used? You described it as blue?
Yes.
And you cannot remember the color of the vehicle you yourself have boarded all the way to Banjul?
Yes, I cannot remember simply because Basiru was using that vehicle prior to the incident. So even if the vehicle passed me in the streets, I will know that this is Basiru's vehicle.
But this other one, where was the source?
This was stationed at the State Guards.
And that's where you were all along. So you must have been used to that one also.
This is just like 4 months or so prior to this day.
But 4 months using a vehicle, you cannot even tell which color it had?
No, I cannot remember, honestly.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Kinte. Imam Jallo, you have the floor, please.
Commissioner Jallo, witness, you made a voluntary statement before coming to this commission, which I'm sure you signed and accepted, full responsibility. Now you come before this commission and you have decided to change your mind. Can you give me reasons why you are doing this to us?
Thank you, sir. I'm not deciding to change my mind. I am saying what is in my statement, and this is the truth.
Just to assist the commissioners, yes, the witness did change his mind from what is contained in his statement on 2 occasions. The first is the trip to Banjul and the negotiations that was made by the coup leaders to give them access to the bridge, to cross the bridge. Clearly he lied about that because he did say he engaged those who blocked the bridge by walking over, brandishing his machine gun, and threatened those who were holding the bridge, and as a result they let go. But he later admitted that what is contained in his statement is true. On that occasion, he did change his mind. Another issue where he changed his mind is the reason for his collapse. The first interview with witnesses, with the investigators, he said it was the gas. But later he changed to say that it's because he was tired. But he realized during the questioning that the issue about the fatigue will never fly. He changed his mind again and said it was the gas. So those are the two instances in which he changed his story. But the purpose of our examination was to show that his story is so fanciful that it cannot be believed, and that it is so completely different from what every other witness have said. But also, his own victims gave a completely different narrative from what he gave. But that is to be expected. Many perpetrators would not come out and say that the story of the victims is true. That is where we find ourselves. Thank you, Mr. Chair. Before you adjourn, Mr. Chair, I would still wish to put the statement of the witness in evidence. So I'll allow you to continue, and then I'll do that.
Yes, Counsel, I'll come to you on those that in-house task. But thank you again for those reminders. Commissioner Carr?
Commissioner Carr, as the Council has just explained, if you are able to change your testimony in those two cases, what would make us believe that you didn't change your testimony, or you are not lying to the Commission in the other testimonies that you gave?
That is correct. I am not lying.
Thank you. Imam C, you have the floor.
Commissioner Imam C.
My name is Commissioner Imam C.
LAMIN SENGHORE mang lay laaj ci jaar-jaar yi nga jaar yëpp.
I'm asking you on all
yow
your
kan nga ci
answers
torokal li nga xamantene loolu
who are the people that
ricci
you
nga ko ci sa xol.
have made suffer?
Kan nga ci def rek li nga xamantene lii moom ricci nga ko ci sa xol.
Who are the people that you made suffer and that you have regretted on?
ci jaar-jaar yi nga jaar noonu.
All your errands that you have gone through.
Yes, my only regret was I was unable to help my class in that situation. This I regret up to today.
Thank you. If there are no further questions from the Council, please proceed with the...
Yes, Mr. Chair, we would wish to put the statement of the witness into the record, and if accepted, it would be Exhibit 0043.
Request granted. If there are no further questions, we will meet tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock, and I hope witness for that period would be ready. Thank you very much. Meeting is adjourned. See you tomorrow, 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
Nijaay saako maalo bi jeex na te diwlin bi jeex na dama am pour dem marché.
Pape dégg nga li ndaw si wax de léegi nag dimbali ma rek nga lebal ma benn bidon ngi diwlin ak benn saaku maalo soo ci mënee boole soble sax nga boole ko ci sama doom Lamine su yónnee xaalis bi rek ma fay la sa xaalis.
non boutique bi diwlin ma mënuma la koo lebal parce que doo ma dee fay on time loolu moo tax mënuma laa lebal.
daal yow sa doom bi fan la nekk sama doom mu ngi Angleterre. Angleterre daal xanaa yoo yëgloo ba lu service ku ko am fu waay mun a nekk si àdduna bi mën na laa yónnee ndugg si nu gaaw te amul benn jafe-jafe amul ne réew bi dafa po te xoolal soble diwlin maalo pompiteer ak li ñu mel sooy yegg baluwo.com di nga ko am gis nga ku bëgg a jëfandikoo baluwo service bi dugal sa Play Store nga type baluwo.com downloadal app bi nga jëfandikoo ko ci nu mu gën a gaawee.
Aywa assalamu alaikum badingolo mbale konto na Duns Hotel TRRC la korda bato sina futandiro kalma kalimo la me yalonko wolle keta CDR 5 kumolti me yalonko wolle sotota bi lungla karola di membe dending commission nyinna sedola bi lungla mom yalonko wolle nata badingolo hani bi drong mom yalonko wolle keta na sedoti Lamin Senghore ate ay kumakangol me yalon ko ay wolle di comme jama ka foko pa Senghore ay kumol men yalon ko ay wolle di kabirem fo nyondingo botala donc wole keta watoti dinkrami yalon ko moto nata nun ablay jeje dabo be moto men kono nata nyinin karo soto ko de mune keta mola mi yalon ko wole mu ablay dot falti wo bari wo moto kilingo kibaro li yaytande ko de sedo folol menu diamuta nun ya fo commission e ko wo moto nyin nemu dinkra dami yalon ko ablay dot fal fanambe wo moto nyine kono atentenda fanan kaitan droge ko de ha ablay dot fal afana mu molde mi alon ko ya fanan arrest le anun ya samba kata soron din krado na mi alon ko ya doñol soro wolto membo ko ablay ejeje dabo nyin karo nata bo din krado dami alon ko wala keta late cancel e samba fal bulu ka atenyin ka te Lamin Senghore ko butero mi yalon ko wala sotata sede la karola ko de kabri ye arrest num ye butel akode ademon fengo ferendi mabe mi yalon ko aketa balatilim bali akuti waran crash membe dendi nim butero la men keta nyimuta mol la karola otumalem sambay fal memu late cancelti anada yamar loke projet video play mi alon ko wala be yitandro ke kan sedo la karola memu abla jeje daboti wo video nyin nata play video la play kola nata nyin karo ke Lamin Senghore la comme jama ka fa pa Senghore dol ka fa ko mo fa jada memu assassinté ko de atam molti mi alon ko kuma kan men alon ko abla jeje dabo ya fo ko butero la karola wo tilimbalia anin kresbang mi alon ko wala tamatela akode atam molti mi alon ko aitan la commission la ko ate mambo fengo ferenin kalama wo al halo nyinto anu fanan ablaye je dabo akade o tranu wobe maborin nun obe laren nun dinkrato dami alon ko ino asafoko nyamol kono mununke bare amanke mode me alon ko yamuta mototo akode o ko ate o sosole ako fanan butero nyina karola amalla wala tenten fanan nara ke jeldo sambay fal memul lit cancelti ako ye video fanan play me yalon ko wolen CDR kuma kawalti membe dandin ni muto nyin kenyala o moto me yalon ko elef jamme nyol ni wol nata anu mafuji sonko ate fanan na CDR o nata kaw video nyin ta ka play commission nyin nyati ngola jeto video nyin na play o kola nata nyin karo kuma kawal murundi Lamin Senghore ma jama ka fa ko pa Senghore ala sukono molo akoy ka kumandi ni wolla ani modolo bare sojar kunda do don e ka fatale ko assassin memu mofa jatati atendenda fanan kaitan roke ko de fen ferendi me alonko wala be dendi ni sedar ko la ako ma fuja ta mo lonnu ako ala ma fuju lon akadan TRRC le kabra ka sedar kuma kondi ako fo mol bute taw dinkrado ako manke fendi me alonko ate sedaro ke nu wodinkra nyinto mola bute rola otuma kalimol nata bo esam bay falbul men kada late cancel te kaitan dala ko de fo alafta fulala ko mo fulol menu be CDR kuma kawol ke ela muto la Kenya la anim fana al halol me alon ko wal tamandite la karola fo be kala fennede me alon ko woli kuma soto balole fo councilor nyi anim commissioner atana men tandije wala nyinde ko de ako nyune fengo ferendim fo butero la karola akare mon fengo fen CDR me alon ko akata buteroti anu wodin nyinto dieto drong nada tenteng kaitan ro kala sambay fal kay ko akamda ko de ete be nyaabe nyakono to nya fola e be tombon ro ke kan kuma kan wala me alon ko ite fe wolle be bete aleto kuol me alon ko wolle tamata num e keda ke barolti akamde be fan jenkendi kan fo ferendi natara ko akada bara kurunde de bara jawo me alon ko aman tama nyen silo la karola atede anata tenteng ate pa Senghore jama ka fa ko mo fa jata memo assassinate e ko de anata foko kol me yalon ko wole be dending ning wodin kranyinna damento yalon ko wole mu fajara baraksi ako kabiri tara wodin krato e futata je tumala menna ako etol dunta nin damenna wole keta motol me yalon ko wole tol sambaje ako inata ta dulato da me yalon ko wole mu commercial nyinti fajara barracks la koma bunda ako dum biri dun tan wo ma fa nyinna e tol nata ye ranwoke o ranwo nyin ko la e kidoluta ka kido fay e sambay fal na ra nyin ka o kida fayo kidi fayo nyin akada al hala jumalala ako de be kido fay ke kum fela drong vita kan be kido fay kan aka bara manke ko mole be jen kamen suma warando be mole bunkan aka fayro ke ka wala nyama ako bar kabire wo fayro nyin atara fo minute killing konto nada yir karo soro me alon ko wala keta kesola nangamodi ya nyinin ka ko atela o machine gono nyin ay jelle fay me alon ko wala be dennin nin kesola karola anada fu ko de won fennede me alon ko ata hakilo mama yir ka jellem ako de bar keso men be babul nun wadata la fokke me lulu nyon esambay fal anada itandro kala baren ko ko minute killing konto kono yir karola odon ba a jubela ko kese keme fula mi yalon ko wala fayo minute kilin kono akamda ko kese keme fula ye wala fay ako fang ate nyaminu nada muda anara ke mori mi yalon ko ako amanna al halo la amanne kalamda ako fanan wotu malem ye bulo dunga daba kunkum fulo kono ya yumbu ya samba dinkrado da mi yalon ko wala keta guard room nyinte ako itata te landi wolto ako bara bije anada bara ay kuma kawol moy kabirin tumala menna so jarol murtanan men yalon ko wolle tata nun dinkrato dami yalon ko wole keta mile tuti gambela banta jahannabo nada nyininka ko eta ko ketuta le fang kabirin tumala menna i pareta nu wakidi fayola ako ha ako men seletala wolen kesola o gasoti ako wole keta sababodi me antinna wala tasira ako bar bata fanan dabulata ko nyintole nada nyininka ro kala wala ko mo keturingo abuka bono afon la ke ko kalama odo dalila kamala ita ya kalamta no nyaadile kol men yalon ko be 5 kan ako hani aka manke ko ma ketuta less ako bare komen bata mi yalon ko wole lokutala waya lamfundi bake ani wo gaso nyim fana na siro ako bare abe aka kuma kan moyle mol katra mennu fo kan mi yalon ko asotota o dinkrato da mi yalon ko wolem fajara baraksti nada tendem fanan ka kuma kan le yitandi mi yalon ko wala be sedo la karola men kata nun Babukar Sanyanti ate yitandro ke kode kabiren tumala menna boda o dinkranyento ko Babukar de wodi amuta kaytande kode kabire wato menna boda o dinkrato mem fajara baraksi akoy murta yundum baraksle eni wo jonta nyaton kolo mem sana sabalti Edward Singate Yankuba Toure anen Sadi Haidra anila balama sojarolo me yalon ko wolel bo dinkraro ani menu boda State House atede ay sosore ke kuma kanwala ako sana sabali kanwo di yundum baraks kono de fajara baraks ko de tol nyanda kala modi me yalon ko menu boda State House pour se muru kata State House ako wato le tol na rabula motola kata State House ngin gar kuma kanwala nata na me yalon ko wole itandroke ko adabula mun kulel to me yalon ko wole be dandi mo bara tilimbal yala barol me yalon ko keda no mile to tu e nyen karo kala ko de e kabrin tumala menna e be murla o dinkra dami alonko wolem state house ti e tata nyadile akode motolu sojar moto fula e tol bulata wolle kono kada state house anada ay tande ko fanan atendenda do kola me alonko wolem state house la karolati ako RSM fay ani RSM Babukar Sanyang anim fanan Musa Sise wol mom molle men yalon ko de ako ana mabeta dinkraro dami yalon ko etel tata num mile 2 memo Gambia la banda jahannabode eni la nyaton ko mi yalon ko wala mu alaji matindi ako ilawta nyin kono ako lundo ye mol na fena mi yalon ko de wol mu muta mollelti ani benu mile 2 ako wala balatil mbalia waketa fendi mi yalon ko ako waketa nyalale wanyim molu ye balo timbalya ako bara atem molti me anko adama bulo bala timbalya to enara nyinin ka mojuma le woti men yalon ko yolle timbalya ani timbalya allalu anada itande ko de mote wol ko nate haklos mem mano ka foko men yalon ko yolle balo kersba wo nyama ani men fanan keda sababodi pour wo bala timbalya nyeke nyin karo inata tenteng dinkra dami yalon ko wala keda molla karoladi me yalon ko wolem RSM fay ani RSM Babukar Sanyang anim fanan Musa Sise atede ay mentandi wala nyinde ko ako kabri wo groupe folo nara kabri wol balo yewol balo kersbang bara ate damam bulaw kersbang nyindo ako beje inada Musa bo nyinna fenan ako ate ko moy ko me alon ko wala alaaj matindi aka so kanwala pour nyim Musa bo ntase wolta ke topoto jang kende ke fon aka wala mu RSM fayti RSM Babukar Sanyang anim fana momi yalon ko wolem Musa Siseti ako jeto ako kule nena sotota dalilo me anna o kuma kan fo ako bayring fenne nena tambida anu wol tema anu wol la fudole be nyokono nun ako de wat sotota nun yunum baraks kalimo boda RSM mo bulu koy bese murnan talantan nim fula sudo kanela yundum baraks kono ako ate o kuma kan nyin soso anata ke modi me alon ko asayta suwo nyin kono ako kabri waketa suba kullelango nada wulnan GPTC wado ela boso me alon ko wala ke la do kula samba ako nada bula wala o boso nyin nada ta wala fo kabrin tumala menna futata dinkratu dami alon ko wala mu sere kunda la ma fongolti nada bos dota kata dulatu dami alon ko wala yundum baraksti ako o boso nyim fon kono ako ataba kata kanenu pour ani Musa Sise kana kata nyola ako bare wona ra sia dala yamar kalmolta ke sankanga kode ko me yalon ko wala be den ni soso rola nin kangol la karola men moda nyaton kol bul ko ase fero beke bare sojar din ngol madi wo man ko to sifalu aso bonda la kol kono akolum fate jakal tale bare mo jamaka Musa Sise la ko fo nyamen ako bare motilindi mbalam ako bare wona da se dala waya yamar kuke ako way keda fende me alon ko waya jakalle atendenda kaytandi ko de ako wodin kra nyinto kabrin tumala menna itata kuma suti andi drong ako pri futata sojar kampo nyindo yatra sojar dolbe dasa matala ako ade tata wala nyama brumoto pour ka taro ke nim fenna mi alon ko wala mala kidoti ako kabro kido signé tata nu airport to ako bari nada kata ate bole moya mi alon ko wala kana nu RSM fighti anada kaw kuma kaw nyene sankang ko inada kumandi wo dalilo kamala ko de ase danko RSM moma anu RSM mo nada itan dro kala ko la mi alon ko wala ke dala ke barode ke bankane la dinkrado da mi alon ko wala munu yundum baraksti ala luwanta ya nyin kono aka fana illa ko de kulurobe la la ko nyin noto bara fana nada taw kabri boda airport ro ay fero beke pour kam mo nyini mi alon ko wala bi dandan dro ke no lay kidola mi alon ko ay wala tanu ako nada say suwo kono ako kabra nada nada forlondi wo ko nyina kan anu nada itan dro kala ko de adem molti mi alon ko luabe tamala la kotole ako bar tilfula wujo kono don nada kumandi RSM fay nada yamaro diala anada bula ako ko la lokum fula ko mando nyatondo o lokum fula nyato don nada kumandi ko dege ako bar RSM Babukar Sanyang nada wala ke sedoti kabrio kumandi nada kuluro lakan mi alon ko atarta soronding militaire police wala odlado ako metil tanin nan wucho si ako say wala na brada fana ni molje selo kono ako anada simfa nyalta ako kabren tumala menna atata ye mol na fe nan selo nyinto memu Gambia la banta jahan no bodi e ka fa dame to ko mal tu ako anada RSM fay nyinin ka fay ko ite fon en kumandi ye tamandro ke ni la kangola enada yam famba wo kola alkan am muta kodeke muna dalil sabu kamma ako bari way kibaro men diala je wala nyinte ko de Musa Cissé wala man kontane ning bulola mi alon ko atala kuluro lata nyame aka wala wadali lolanna ya murundi nan ako anata ta dinkrado da mi alon ko wala ke dam moti me yalon ko wala mu sedo nyindi men kada RSM Babukar Sanyandi ako aka ko de ite ise kalino ning ala tema konte na labal ya yundum baraks ye fenne kala mutaje ako way men tandala je wala nyindi ko kuma kan tata bulu abe men fola ako kabri wo kol nyin tata sen kan tawo nyama ako atanada wol bula wala nyama nyim mo sabo ako hanin ngoroto me soto aka bulu mammela aye bula wala nyama bala fate ako aye bula ye murundi la selol kono anada nyin kar kuma kan wol soto me yalon ko wala be dennim bala kersi bonla ate men tamani nyim mol kan woto anada kanja keje ko ate molti me yalon ko de amam bula ko kurunindo me yalon ko anim bala tilmbal yabe mununa o dalilo kamala late council esambay fal anada nyinin karoke pour ce video pleno membe sedar kuma kan wala itandila membe bokan RSM Babukar Sanyang la karola anu nada video nyine play kabiri pareta ate nada sedar kuma kan mendi ate LAMIN SENGHORE akoda ate ma fengo ferendina mi alon ko wala be dennin kebaro la karola memu balatil mbaliari nyimmo la karola akode ate molti mi alon ko kabira boda wolungo fongola aka ate nene monta mail tu kodeke tentenda wala nyama nyosabo nyin kola na da tan roke kode atendenda kala do ko ke for 2001 ako jeto lundo ya kumandi sutola kay kibaro diala state house kode kudeta la sotota mi yalon ko wala lafta kala no state house bara kada fenne de me alon ko akonyin nata amerenole wo dalilo kamala akata fana yo yamaro di wo sojarola ko somanda yeta ngada yesor state house pour que fan senandi akoy nata ta wala nyama ako beje anata tara dinkra dami alon ko wala mu tabirdula la karola di state house ning ako kabira bije ako anata sojarolde me alon ko nata na kan wo kono nata ala kido ya itanda la ko de purayta guard room oto wotuma ala bulu kono kido memu pistolode ako yaita ndala puru asewdi nyin kamala ko afana be sobi molle kono me alon ko ya foko dabulata wo kudeta me alon ko anata bay wo state house la karola ako jeto bo wala kono ako bari bojang do benunje wonara ke modi me alon ko ay tandro kala ko de ko me alon ko wala be dending ning wotu miro nyinna wolna da bulaje e ka mbitala fo nyato ako sojarol yoleta wala nyama wolna data ako abije e nada kumandi pour ka itandala ako de bojang kay ko prasta fengol dum me alon ko wala mu civilian parete e starting claro dami alon ko wala mu Greenland e ko de sojar dolem mi alon ko mu dumbuyati e ko abortale nun anin kido atata o ma fon la pour kata wala ko kusonson ako anade pare wala nyama ako bar kabrata bitaw Greenland law ma fon la anada kidi kam fula moy kabrata atata wo dumbuya atara abe boyring bari kidi dano ako ay furaje mi alon ko akono ma fon la de bundiro keso ya ma wolato nada nyin karo soto fo adabula da mol kono me alon ko yo bundroke ako hani aka amam bundirlaje ana ada fana manke mode me alon ko ama beta o bundro nyinto nada nyin karo fana soto me alon ko wole be dending ning sediar kuma kan wala karola me yalon ko wole soto tanun ko de ablay dabo woy kuma kan wala itandi ani Musa Cissé fanan afana ko sediar kuma kan wala itandi ani fanan fayla karola wol bela kumo natala kumo la nyowali nya fo kamala wole baytandi la ko wol mantra tonya fo kan ako de atelata le ko de fe on fe aba fo kan commission o be mu tonyalti nada itandro ke fanande me alon ko wole be dending almamo mane nyolla kuola me yalon ko almamo mane nyin kabrentu malame ne yafa ako ko lalem inada saundi dingraro dame anko wolen kanillaite ako kabraro do ko wala kanillai wo wato kono momi yalon ko wole be nu nyaton kayala wodi nkra nyinto memu nun commandati ako nara kuma kan wol diala ka fay ko de ate molti me alon ko awane ya batale do ko la karola me alon ko ya sasni wolal o dalilo kamala astara dinkra jube kan da me alon ko wolel mu murmuro sojarolti men ya alon ko kan laylo kantaro bundala ya jamela karola wol men be marla jela ako lunda beje nada kumandi komanda e kuma kan diala ko de sojaro dolle bota nam banjul prasi kafuwolma e sidani kindiroke me yalon ko wole be kala jongulal la karoladi ako bari teli ye karani menna wole mu nyinti ko Counterterrorism ko nyin tajirinte ya sapin kandir lalu la fero nyin pour ka tinyano nyame ako yetol karandi wala anara nyin karo sono membora let council bul esam bay fal ko fo akodo mu nyinete ko ni ko yal karandi nyina kamma pour alseke mo falalti aka ko de me alon ko yen karandi wala wala fantan ko bundadi ani nimbe sapin kandrol kala mba kala no nyadile ani nimmo lafta sapin kan mem fantan kan no la nyadile anara fanan pour kuola labanto nyo sabanni ngo kola anada tan ko de ha ye karandi far nyala bara manca ko farom fende me alon ko atanene dabula toto akode jongula la ke baro ako far ko atane man moje meno ba faro ke kan ata fanam bulo nena man bula far lalu kono ayo kal mo nyinta kaytandi atendenda kaytandi fanan atam molti me alon ko anata ta dinkrado gamen ko wolen NIA anu ayatande ko de 2007 sango lem adada NIA akodun a folota do kola me alon ko wolen tangandro bundadi memo security gati ako kabira bewto inara samba dinkrado dami alon ko wolen operatives ako ya saundi woto wolen NIL e ke la kuol menu yalon ko e ka wollel tamandi ako de kabir wado menna abe do ko la operatives ako na anata nan dinkral nyinto ako atenene mamma bede mola mo tilimbalia kalama ana da fanam bulo nena mammo kilin tilimbalia ayo kuma kan sankan anata etandro ke ko de wado menna be nun kantarola jannabi da operatives ako de akada molti me yalon ko o wato la ning anata do ko la alo kantar wato ako aka modolje i balolu balade aka barama nol ni limbirolje ako bari amanke fendi me anko aketa nyala bar woka mentan dala do wala nyinde ko nyim molde mole mate la me alon ko o tilimbali ya sababo wala naw markol kede balol bala atendenda fanan kaytan roke ko de ako ate kabring abe do ko la dinkrado dami alon ko wala NIA la operatives si akala boss e ka vole alaj mor anun anara kuma ko sodo men boda let council bul esam bay fal ko de mol men yalon ko e tolu man nokun ning NIA la karola alaj mor be wollel kono fo sa foko ke baro mi yalon ko wala keta tajirnti adi anin kersi bawlo NIA la karola ko ite manke modi mi alon ko e dabulata fendo ako ahani atem molde mi alon ko de amam fengo feren nin tamandi membe keres bangola karola wala balatilimbalia memboda NIA tumala men na wato adebo wala kuol tamandi dinklado e ka dame operation atendenda fanan kaytan ko de nada bondi NIA anada da dinkra dame anko wala kada draw squad ako bare mbire draw squad yele nada dinkra kere kere dame alon ko wolle be kala la intelligence fanna nyindi ako birin ala morbe sawnna je onara sawndi nyola bari waya tan ko de ala dindin kende balam woto malen nada nyin karo soto membe dennin ko faten ne tajirnti ala karola ate safa nene damam bulawro ana ate to e ka foko mo fala memo assassinté ko woktoni fo yo kanole lala bang fonda ke barolem anim fanan kabrin tumala menna ade bulata kuol kono me yalon ko wollel sotota ay tan roge commission la ko de ade manke mod me yalon ko anene mo balatil mbalia anene mamma ber far kirindo me yalon ko abe molla karola late council memo esamba falde anara 50 roge kumola aga go november karotil tang anen tannin kilingo nyin kuol men yalon ko kada yundum barracks anim fajara barracks ite aytande ko de e bulu mambula fen kono ya aytande fam fajara barracks ite molde me yalon ko fan e ko e ketutale wokola fanan dinkra me yalon ko wala mu state gati birite ba do ko la je e ko imam bula tora ko kilin kono anim fana imam mo kilinje membe tora ke kan atendenda ka haklo bulande ko de kabren tumala menna tata dinkrado dam yalon ko wala mail tuti yeyi tan ro ke ko de ite bulu mamma mo la je e mam mo kilin tora yeyi tan ro fanan ke ko de dumbu ya nyolla ko kada almamo mane wala fa ko wol fanan e ko e bulu mam bula fen kono ina data dinkra dam an ko wala fanan mo kanil layti yow nikindiro men kala je pour ka kafo jongula kafo nyinto ya itande fanan ko de ita mammo kilim fa e mammo kilin toraje a haklo bulande fanan ko de kabren tumala menna atada NIA akay ko de ya itande ko ita nen mammo fa enen mammo tora e bulo nen mamma be kuto me anga be kala mo torore anada haklo bulande fanan ko de me kabren tumala menna e sounda drug squad wo dinkra nyindo fanan ya itande ko altel kam mollel kiskisi pour ka ku keso ne mun ko long e wo mari nyol bulo anu fo enene karan ne ma be bang mi alon ko abe denni wane ala karola mo kiskisola pour ka to nyala la long akay ko hani nene mamma be karando akay wodo mo be men semmenni nola wala nyinde ko de kiskisi do ko e kete bula menna akam de be tama kannin keresba wala fannala pour mol sidiamu kantinna no mol se kumol fo me yalon ko abe denning ning e wo karola anum balatili mbali adam mala santinna mol se kuma kawol fo anum fang mol dole se darol itandi ko de ibe mol le kono me yalon ko martol katral bulu o mo tilimbali ala watol la dinkral to damen boko maltu nyolu gambia law banta jahannabo membe banjul chato nyinto atendena fanan kayitande ko de santem betembo mento kuma kawol men yalon kon toli ya soto mbaju ajube kan nyin tembanna ete ayitande ko de fengo ferending da be men be fo kan ete ko mu toñalti bar san jakal ko mi yalon ko wala sotota wala nyinti ko natara kumule be bulu e lafta men fola me yalon ko e ma fonu pour ka senandi la sedar koto silo ditela sambay fal memu let cancel de wona rawo kuma kawon nyin diala ate men ni jede wala nyinte de fengo feren ni nga fo abe mu toñalti ana man toñalta nota ko fo commission nyi nyati ngola woto sambay fal na da itandala ko de kala hidi ko abe kala molti mi alon ko e mina murundi lananne de abe ko kiskitol be kekan fannato dami alon ko wona ena la karolati anum fanan kiskitol be kekan mi alon ko wala be drug squad la karola anin ku ko tamul men alon ko wala sortanu gambia banko kan woto annun asa lon ko natara jang nyin kol menu be kiskis kan wolnata lo ka toñaya adala kuma kan man na soto ko de abe jonna julola mi yalon ko sartoli wallandi anul luwalu sembo men dida TRRC la ko de ku jaw balem pour mosna lo commission nyi nyatlo la ka kuma soto balolta ke dante wokola enara kuma kan di kiamano sirantio mi yalon ko wala Mr. Lamin jesiseti pour ninga atara un commissional nyin karel be bulu so nyin karolta kage mola mi alon ko wala Lamin Senghore ko dol ka fay pa Senghore dol ka fay mo fa jare ka me assassin tenden da fanan nyin karo mi alon ko wala sotota wala kedanin kiamano Lamin jesise ate itandro ke ko de fengol men yalon ko wala bebe dending TRRC la karola sedol men yalon ko nada pour que CDR kuma kangol di o bebe walandine pour mol si tonya saykan kol men yalon ko wolel ketanu Gambia banko kanjang kabo 1994 22nd July kada fo January 2017 aytandala ko de sedol la CDR diro fon frendi natara ko wala be denni ni to nyala karola wala be TRRC makola anem fana wala be kele siloti ate jabiroto ate pa Senghore memu Lamin Senghore aytande ko de fon frendi ate afode abe mu to nyalti anara nyin karo soto me yalon ko fo atennene ye fenne kalamda memu harmadi yala nyanto tinyalti memu ke barolti men yalon ko sototanu atede birabe jabiro ke kan nyin karola kabo chairman bulu ate Lamin Senghore aytande ko de femo ferendi natara ko wala be dendin ning harmadi yala nyanto la tinyala ate mu molti me yalon ko amam fen kilin sedia dula kilindo ani wate kilinna namanke wo butero me alon ko aya 5 men kedanu mile 2 avoko de modo le bute bara mo fana melong anu buter lal fana amelong tente wona dake ka bona nyin karola fannala commission diko wona da fay ko de yaitan roke ko de biring albe o dinkra dami alon ko wala state house ti ko ifindi tan mol ko no men ye fambo pour kata wo kudeta mi alon ka kuru kan ka kuota ka tinya anu yewo itandile anu inada aita denni wo kudeta nyina karola ko shine munen kuolti me alonko wala be fudiring kudeta nyinna tinya akay ko de ni ko kudeta tinya sartol men be larre nga kunnatola wala nyinde ko mosi fono aniyelale amurta kore ke fanan molsi mutanole anim fanan molsi moltanole pour que keresi bang akay ko de wolmo kuolti men yalon ko wolse kenole kudeta nyinna banya sababola anada itandro kala ko de ko mi yalon ko wala be dending November 11 la akada man fenkilin seda memu mola nyanto tinya waram bala keresi bonin tilimbal yalo mi yalon ko atamani tam molu kan commissiona kinde anara nyin karo ke kaytan dala ko de sojar sabo me yeto fo sojar ke balla karola men mo RSM fighti RSM jeng anim fanan Musa Sise yewol tolu kalamuta anim fanan wol mo molle men yalon ko e tolu mam bokono bare ko yemol men buute nyala wol molu ime long ani buute lal fana mo wolong akay ko o ko jakalo warta ay men tanda de wala nyindi ko de ako ate hakilo mom bula fengo ferendina me alon ko wala keda balat kir balyari warando e safu ko keresi bang baro men tamandita mol kan atela sedaro la karola anada hakilo fanam bulandi ko nisan patrolo fula ko albulata wala bari ite fon bulata ni sa parrolo menna immo wala kuloro long ani tala foko de wato la wo yundum barracks ale lampol be fa moto mi alon ka nata ko moto nyin akeda pajero buluri ngolte anu wo moto ite aytande ko de letnan Basir Baro moto mode aka yo suude nyamenna santil kunte o albulata moto men kono pour kada state house wo moto ite ma suude moto nyaadi lo wori aytandala ko de hani adama moto nyin ama suudi ada hakilo mambula wala commission jallo nada nyininka ko mune dalil kamala anada commission nyatli wala ala miro falling nyin 50 dola ke barol men alon ko ada fon dabula do wolto ala seda ala karola ade men tandi wala nyinde ko de ako commission jallo ko fente je mi alon ka ate wala falling ako ade fengo ferendinta aya fo ako abe mu tonyalti wotu male momi yalon ko wala keda late cancel ti esambay fal anada hakili bulandro ke commissional bela kode kuma kawol men yalon ko e fota membe dennin nin dinkirala damen to yalon ko wala kada yundum barracks ti wo dinkira mi yalon ko abla ejeje dabo na amo nyolo kata amma fu sonko nyolo kabri nata ye tilimbali am yalon ko wala 50 ko e wal tamandila akode wo kalimolu lamin Senghore ay wol kuma kawol taala ay faline bare ate ko wol men fa ani wole men tandi wole nyo wali nyoale murda ko ke fanan ko mi yalon ko woltada deng dingrato dami yalon ko wole kedanu mail tuti gambela o banta jahannabo kaytan roke je ko de kabrin tumala men RSM fay RSM Babukar Sanyang anim fanan me yalon ko wala Musa Sise de kabrin nata keres bang me yalon ko wala tamatela barin kabrin video plata RSM Babukar Sanya e tan roke ko de yembu sota ye wol dunga kungola anu ni jio wakada fenner me yalon ko wakakeno bari ke niata pour ka seleno o mo fenne mi alon ko aman sone ano fereng hakilo blandi o fanna nyim fanana bara anada men tandala je wala nyindi ko de atem molti me alon ko nyindin krato ade kuma ka men 50 ko amam mo balatil mbalia amam kres ban ku tamani mo kan ay commissional hakilo blandi wala men kare let cancel esam bay falti ko dinkralu anim fanan CDR role mi alon ko sedol ya dinu menu nene na commission nyatli wala wala kumol menu fo anin ate LAMIN Senghore memu pa Senghore ti jama ka way mo fa jada angale kawdo assassin kode ala kuwan kawol nin sedo la kuma kawol ifada bare nyo wali nyo abakele otumalem momi yalon ko wala keda commission akadi ofana nada itandro kala kode ko mi alon ko lebe dending sedar kuma kan wala karola ataka menu 5 fo atelaw sedar kuma kan munan na falingol sodo daje aytan dala ko de fengo fenga atafo ate balaren ko be mu tonyalti commissioner si wona ra nyinin karo kala ko de mune sotota kuwol kono ate nene menke baroti ala karola me alon ko ani sain anete nyina lawla warando ko nimso bala karola ay mentandala de wala nyinde ko abla je dabo kawta ko arrest kata ka di molla me yalon ko wolle ke daw kantar lalti yundum baraks kada bula selo kono ako hani bi o nimiso nyim mambala wotu malem mom yalon ko wole be siring let council la makamo nyi memo esamba falti ay tandi siranti la lami jesise kode ise dundiroke sedar kayto mi yalon ko wolen kuma kan walti ate lamin Senghore ay men signé pour sa dundino sedar kayti kotangol kono men yalon ko wolel be sotoring nyi TRRC commission la karola ya ake exhibit tannani anin sabanjango nyinti pour ka adundi nyin kamala kayto nyin sinin sama asi lafano sedar kayto kotangol ma silo nada yele ka bona mobulu mi alon ko wala mo sirantioti lamin jesise anara silo yele yewo kuma kan wolta mi alon ko wala boda lamin Senghore bulu ako jama ka fay pa Senghore waranto sojar kunda do wali alon menna wala mo fajata e ka fay assassin badingol ko wol nada lo nyin tembol do bi lunga commission nada pour ka dasoronke c'est diar dinaro la karola fo ning ala ni siama sama sina murale nanjang TRRC la korda bato Dunes Hotel ala baraka bake alla lamur ko nyimala alnal badi malem lamin AFFS dabo alman tankala kadal nin kadatola alma jamano sumala alman sola labanyi nyala wassalam